The United States Hockey League is proud to present regular season game number 23 for your Youngstown Phantoms tonight. They will take on the United States National Team Development Program's U18 squad. In net, out of Winchester, Massachusetts, making his season debut, number 1, Tommy Aitken. Aitken played 2 games for the Omaha Lancers in the 2018-19 season, has an 0-0-1 record, a 3.38 goals against average, and a .857 save percentage in USHL play in his career. Referee Andrew Raskey is at center ice. Roll for initiative, puck is down, we're underway. Hillman wins it forward, gets it to Larrigan. Larrigan floats right wing wall, chips it down low off the end wall, bounces to Strachey, clears it to the point, held in by Hyndman, turn fired, blocked, actually ended up hitting Hillman. Hillman spinning at the near wall, off the boards, up to Hyndman at the point. Grant drifts, looks for an angle, blocked in the circle. Hillman to the rebound, fires it right into the chest of Aitken. Tommy Aitken making his season debut for the USA National Team Development Program U18 squad. I believe he spent the first part of this season with the Bismarck Bobcats of the NAHL. Schoen wins it cleanly to Smolik. D to Brown from the red line. He will fire it in right to the glove of Aitken, and he will hang on for the whistle. Rebound into the right circle, taken by Durant, cleared off the glass and down the ice. Aitken sets it up for Behrens. Cross-ice feed was looking for Malone, past him, no icing here as Martin backtracks for it. Forecheck pressure by Durant, but Martin able to play it over to Behrens. Carries it ahead to the half wall, played to the line, held in by Birch. To Malone, Jack steps in, fired a shot off the shoulder of Aitken into the end wall. Durant feathered it back to Malone. Centering attempt for Birch. Oh, cross-crease save by Aitken. Aitken didn't have to go far and read the play, but great setup by Jack Malone and Cole Birch. Picked up by Jack Hughes, swept away from him by the Phantoms, and knocked back ahead by Hillman. Aitken plays it around far side. Janicki touches it at the half wall and clears it out to center. Hall sticks it over to Schoen. 2-on-1 developing, has Ando with him. Schoen down the right side. Schoen floats wide. Great effort there by the USA defense as Schoen couldn't even get the pass away. But now Ando turns and fires. Think that hit the shoulder of Aitken, popped up in the air. USA battling for it in the right circle. It rolls to Ando. Ando has the puck knocked away by Hershuk. It's swept over to the far wall. Picked up by Silic. Down low to Ando. Back to Silic, trying to get up to the point to Smolik. Instead it hits a USA body and squirts down low. Comes near side from McGroarty. Swept up the wall, held in by Schoen. Schoen spins away from Schmidt. Check that, that's Silic. Battle for it at the left half wall. Now it is Schoen with it. Tried to touch it away, but taken by the USA defense and poked out the center. Ando picks it up there, goes over to Smolik. Bennett down the right wing wall, gets past Hershuk. Smolik in on the net, fires one, hit the shoulder of Aitken and popped back to Smolik behind the cage. Back up to the point, to Rose, to Smolik. Turns, fires Aitken with a pad save. Rebound to Silic. Jack sent it down low, looking for Schoen. Took the bump from Brown, and now they'll tie it up on the end wall. Hershuk pries it free of the scrum and looks for an option. Clears it off the dasher and out to center. Jack ahead to Birch, brings it into the zone. Cross-ice feed to Durant. Turns, fires, ripped it wide of the cage. Back to the point. It's Birch, thumbing it back down the wall. Durant can't catch up to it, comes all the way around to Brown, who fired one toward the net. That got blocked in the circle by USA. They'll play it to the line for Murchison to carry it to the officials' crease and dump down the boards. Merrimack commit, brings it around his cage to the far side, now throws it ahead at center looking for Durant. He did get a touch, so no icing here, and Aitken will set it up behind his cage for Strachey. Left it behind him off the wall to Duke. Around the net, brings it far side looking for Luke Hughes. Up the wall looking for Janicki. Cleared to the point, held in by Grattan. Pumped back down low. Luke Hughes is the first one to it. Back up the wall. Grattan holds it in. Grattan walks the line, sends it over to Hyndman. Turns, fires right into the belly of Aitken. He'll hang on, no rebound. Media timeout. Jaden Grant to take this face-off against Jack Hughes. Grant wins it back. Battle for it along the wall. Kuznetsov sticks it into the corner looking for Grant, but he is pinched off the puck by Hershuk. Loose behind the cage. Phantoms get control, send it up to the line. Held by the skates of Hyndman. Bounces over to Hall, turns, fires, they score! Boom, shakalaka boom. Youngstown has a 1-0 lead on the first USHL goal for Sergei Kuznetsov. Spasiba, Tovaric. Rush is broken up by the Nationals and sent back to center. Brown picks it up for Youngstown from the red line, chips it into the USA zone. Aiken stops it behind the cage, throws it back near side, poked to the line, held in by Malone. Stick down by Cole Birch, battle for it at the left point, picked up by USA and carried to center. It's McLaughlin. Up to the point for Schmidt, point to point for Hershek, knocked away by Jack Malone. Jack coming right down Broadway. Malone got hooked up. We might see a penalty shot here. It will be a penalty shot for Jack Malone. Malone, the right-handed shot. Swings wide, now walks back to center. Malone, deking. Malone to the back end. He scores! Jack Malone is amused by the simplicity of this game. Penalty shot goal at 14:58 gives the Youngstown Phantoms a 2-0 lead. And the Phantoms, just like last night, grab a 2-0 lead in the first period. Hillman wins the draw. To Malone. Into the circle for Brown. Down low for Wallace. Redirected behind the cage, looking for Birch. Wallace is going to catch up to it. Give it back to the point to Brown. Over to Birch. Right half wall. Center point for Brown. Turns, fires. Aiken makes a save. Rebound is loose. Oh, it was still loose. Quick whistle by our official. Penalty upcoming here on the play. Maybe winner Wallace. Ahead to Wallace in the neutral zone. Gets it past Duke and chips it into the zone. Aiken stops it behind the cage, sends it near side. Durant got a stick on it, pops up to the point for Brown. Mike walks the line, sends it over to Rose. Rose, center point, top of the circles for Ando. Down low, centering attempt, hits a body, pops back toward the line. Carter Rose has it out of the box. Comes Sean Behrens. We're finally back to full strength. Power play numbers ended up being 0 for 1 for USA in the first, 0 for 2 for the Phantoms. As USA controls the draw, they dropped it back to the point for Jack Hughes, but he couldn't hold the line. It trickles all the way back down to Aitken. Sets it up. Rebound to the wall. Phantoms will poke it out the center. Picking up and coming down the left side is Jack Malone. Dance around Hershuk. Got it in on Aiken, and he gets it between the 5-hole and stops it up. Nifty move there by Jack Malone. Had Aiden Hershuk draped all over him. Somehow got enough space to get a shot in on goal. And Tommy Aiken had to be sharp right there. It'll bounce out to center. Phantoms pick it up, bringing it ahead. Down the left side, it's Silich. Fires a shot. He scores! He's getting slick in the Connoquenessett quick. Jack Silich for Silly, goal number 4 on the year. Time of that goal, 8:10, and Youngstown leads 3-0. Liam Gilmartin in the penalty box for checking from behind. Time of that penalty, 11:32, and Youngstown heads to the Britton Gallagher power play. USA won the draw but couldn't clear. Malone holds it in, sends it into the corner to Wallace, back up to the point to Jack. Malone down the left wall, up to the point for Brown. Back to Malone on the half wall. Jack surveying his options, sends it center point to Brown. Top of the right circle for Ben Schoen. Center point, Mike Brown steps in. Malone, one-timer, fired it high and wide off the corner boards. Bounces past Birch and to Dylan Duke, and he'll clear it down the ice. Ahead at center and into the zone is Ando. Cross ice feed for Schoen. Ben steps in, takes a shot. Aiken makes a save, rebounds loose. Swept up the boards by USA. Holding it in is Mullick. Down into the corner for Ando. To Grant, gets tied up with Behrens. Murchison pitchforks it up the ball. Ando can't hold the line. Comes out to Gilmartin at center. Hillman carrying ahead. Right side to Malone. Toward the net looking back for Hillman, but Aiken got his glove on the pass, and he will cover it up. He'll play it off the near boards, and it'll trickle behind the cage. Picked up there by Aiken. Sent around the wall. Through Malone up to the point for Brown. Malone turns, fires, missed the cage. Pinching in is Brown, but there is the buzzer. 4th goal of the season by Jack Silich gave Youngstown a 3-0 lead, but USA came storming back to tie the game with 3 goals in 3.5 minutes. So your score at the end of 40, Youngstown 3, Team USA 3. Shots on goal, 30-19 in favor of Team USA. They outshoot the Phantoms 18-7. in the second period. 2-on-3 has Larrigan with him. Winner chips at far corner, squirts behind the cage. Aiken will sweep it around the wall. Stopped up there by Jack Malone. Down low for Wallace. To Durant, between the circles. Fired a shot, it got blocked. Durant trying to fight his way toward the rebound. And loses the puck at center, picked up by Hillman and swept right back into the USA zone. Aiken plays it behind him to Luke Hughes. Up ahead to the line for McLaughlin, who plays it over to Hillman and out to center. Grant pokes it ahead. Aiken stops it behind the cage, sends it back near side to Rukanakis. Feathered ahead to the line off of Hillman. He can't hold. It'll come out to center. Backtracking toward his own line, turned it over to Birch. Cole down the right side, fired a shot, rose up over the glove of Aiken. Stayed in the zone off the corner boards, but off a stick. It comes out to center. Jack into the zone. On his backhand, toward the cage, got tripped up, took the net out. And no penalty on the play. All right, Schoen against Brown in the circle. Schoen wins the draw again, back to the point to Mike Brown. Turns, fires, blocked in front, rebound picked up by Luke Hughes, who'll float over toward the far wall, play it off the glass and out to center. Up ahead at center for Jack Larrigan. To the line for Wallace, but taken away by Luke Hughes. Played it off the end wall, over to Hershuk, but Wallace on the back check gets it to Zmolik. To Brown, steps in, fires, hit a stick and redirected wide. Jack chips it past Strachey, catches up to it. Silich in, took a shot, Aiken makes the save. And with Andor right there, he'll hang on. Media timeout, 7:07 left in the third, we're tied at 3. And the rebound sent ahead. Winner Wallace into the zone. Wallace getting hooked up by Schmidt, shoveled one toward the cage, missed it wide. Rebound to Grant, pokes it back behind the net, looking for Larrigan, never got there. It'll roll into the corner, Wallace to it. Winter to the point for Fury, pumped one wide. Mike Brown pinching in, looking for that rebound, ties it up at the hash marks. Barron comes out of the scrum with it, and they'll play it ahead to center. Sends it over to Rose, who dumps it down the kick plate. Aiken stops it behind the net for Hershuk. Played to the far corner, but right there is Cole Birch. Birch, one hand on his stick, now gets double teamed. Malone coming in to help out his winger. Bounces up to the line. Fury doesn't hold. Penalty upcoming. Picked up by Schoen and carried ahead to the line. He'll chip it past Hughes. Schoen catches up to it. Sharp angle shot. Pad save by Aiken. Rebound. Bounces over to Hughes. Grant ahead at center. Skate the stick for Wallace. Backhands it into the zone. 1:40 left in regulation. Aitken into the corner. USA man took a hit to make a play as the Nationals bring it back through center. Around the wall near side. Misplayed by Roman Schmidt. Turned over to Kuznetsov. Between the circles he missed. Hard off the end wall and it bounced over his backhand attempt. Out to center. Brown to Hillman. Long distance shot. Missed the cage. To Malone. Takes a hit. Bouncing puck. Goes to Kuznetsov. Sergey behind the cage. Tried the Michigan shot. And went off the side of the net. Puck is loose at the side of the cage and Aiken covers it. Looking for an option. Deeks around St. Louis. Kuznetsov, one hand on his stick, got hooked, no penalty. And Kuznetsov trying to get it to Grant. Back to Kuznetsov, back to Grant. Steps in, fires, saved by Aiken, no rebound. Grant looks to the heavens, thought he had a little room there. Ahead to Brown. Right circle. To Gilmartin, they score. Liam Gilmartin, his second goal of the game, gives Team USA the overtime winner. Time of that goal, 2:42 of overtime. Team USA scores the final goals, 4 goals of the game, and downs the Youngstown Phantoms by the score of 4-3. Final shots on goal, 42-22 in favor of Team USA. Tommy Aiken earns his first USHL victory. He stopped 19 out of 22. Your final score one more time. Team USA 4 and Youngstown 3 in overtime. Sound out. Fade to black.